Hello, everybody, and welcome to anyone who is new. I want to talk about the current energy. I'm going to do a reading for us all as well. Today is my birthday. Legend since November 1971, wearing my birthday shirt. And in perfect Scorpio fashion, I want to talk about the energy that is building up and will continue to build up towards the new moon in Scorpio, which is coming up on the 13th of November. I'm doing this reading on November 9th. So, from what I understand astrologically and from what I've been witnessing, this is definitely an energy, a squeeze, a buildup. It's building up. It's very, very highly charged energy, Scorpio energy, that comes from the depths of oneself. And we start to hear our soul speaking louder and louder and louder. Those who are not in tune with their soul self and are still trying to mask the swirling of emotions and energy that's going on inside of them are really in for quite a surprise because we have Mars in a conjunction with the Sun, both in Scorpio, so they're right next to each other, working in combination. And then they're opposing Uranus in Taurus. And this could potentially be highly volatile. However, there's deep truths that are trying to arise from the depths of within. There are deep truths that are being spoken by many already. And there are others who are currently going through what's known as the dark night of the soul, waking up to the truth and then suddenly having to face reality is shocking. It's part of the journey of awakening, but it is a shocking part because suddenly nothing means anything or makes any sense anymore, and you find yourself wandering aimlessly to find sense in it all. And really it is to find yourself again, your soul self. So the energies are actually moving faster and faster already this week, culminating into this weekend. There's a lot of this, from what I feel, is anticipation. It's almost as if those of us who are already well awake and aware on our journey, I mean, nobody's fully awakened, but we sense energy, we feel this anticipation for some great big change or shift that's about to occur. And that is because Mars and the Sun do not conjunct completely often. It's every 2 years. So it is wrapping up a cycle in the Mars energy of your chart and as of the collective chart, and that is masculine energy. So we are also looking at a new beginning through this new moon in our masculine energy, not gender, but energy, the energy that we use to actually get things done, our confidence, our self-esteem, our will, our drive, all the Mars energies. So we anticipate this energy of big change. You can just feel it. It's this feeling of anticipation. And we can feel it, but we don't quite see it yet. I know for myself, just to speak on my experiences today on my birthday, sometimes we can get a bit jaded on the journey where things are really magical and mystical. And I do speak to spirit. I speak to the earth. I have many profound experiences in my lifetime. But today just opened up a whole new window of more, the magic started pouring in all over again. So when I woke up this morning, I suddenly had a notice that I did not have to go into work today. So I have the day off, which is amazing. And then, so I went to the store to get a few things, and my balance was 11.11. And I was like, oh, okay, this is how this day is going to start. And that was just in the morning. And as soon as I left there and I went to the grocery store, I was confronted by first a woman, a younger girl, and then the guy that she was with, and she was like, "You are so beautiful." And then he started telling me how beautiful I was, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, so are you. Thank you very much." And it was just like all of this beautiful energy from complete and total strangers. And I really appreciated that because I just was feeling grungy and like, whatever, slopping around, schlepping around. And that was nice. And then when I got out of the grocery store, I had a text message from my daughter-in-law. She sent me a picture of the sky out where she and my son live. And I wish I could share it on here. I don't have the capabilities of sharing, but it is a perfect circle in the sky. I don't know if it's cloud. It's not a cloud. I don't know what it is. And it's a double circle. I mean, it was like, it gave me the chills. I was just like, wow. She said, I know. This is right above Marshall's, our favorite store to shop at. So, that was cool. And then just coming home and just receiving all of the wonderful happy birthday messages from people I don't get to hear from very often was really nice too. So I love it when, life becomes just a nice little it's all the little things that just kind of made my day. Anyway, let's get back to the Scorpio energy. But that's to prove a point, is that when we are not expecting things, and when we're not in our head and we're just sort of like, okay, life, what you got for you today, in a heartfelt way, and we're feeling good about ourselves, things start to reflect back to us, and it's really nice. It might have been a little birthday magic that came sprinkled down on me too. The day's not over yet. Anyway, we can feel these big changes even though we don't see them yet. This strong Scorpio energy is really a push or a squeeze for us to really break through some of our self-imposed limitations, some of our fears, some of our old belief systems. Definitely squeezing out suppressed emotions and things that we've denied. Many people are experiencing that, the denial of the shadow aspects of ourselves, meaning the shadow are those aspects of ourselves that we deny exist, or we suppress, we try to hide, we sweep under the rug, like nobody's going to see this aspect of me kind of thing. But it does exist. We all have that. So this is all like churning around inside, like boiling. It's coming to a boiling point right now. And the energies, the emotions internally are working their way up and out so that they can be released, and also so that they can be witnessed in the light of our consciousness. So these shadow aspects will be revealed to many people of themselves. And we may see the shadow aspects, most likely we will see the shadow aspects of others as well, or just their denial and their suppression, trying to. So the Sun conjunct Mars, like I was saying, every 2 years or so. So we're starting a new cycle. And this is in Scorpio. This energy, Mars and the Sun, both very active energies. It is giving us a boost of energy. It's giving us a push to move in a direction that maybe we weren't feeling so confident before. It's giving us a boost in confidence, being more courageous, more curious. It really is all about growth. It's about hearing our soul's call and really heeding that call. There could be a lot of restless energy, especially opposing Uranus. There's a big desire to seek freedom from these big emotions and big energies that are swirling around inside. So there are some people that are feeling very uncomfortable with themselves right now, or with themselves and in their situations, in their circumstances. So in that respect, this energy can also make the energies more intense, more volatile. There could be a lot of triggering going on, anger and impatience, competition. These are internal energies that need to be moved and released because they become very uncomfortable internally. Some people their strong egos may really start to take hold because that is our inner protector. But it also can be very repelling when you're around someone who's big, strong ego. And I'm one to talk. I used to have a big ass strong ego too, and like when I was able to see it from the flip side, I was like, oh, I understand that is my protector, and it comes out as like, I am strong, don't mess with me kind of attitude. So you may see that come out within yourself or within other people, really needing to prove yourself. The big egos are exposed though and feeling vulnerable, so there's just this agitation and anger that could arise in people. Be mindful of your energy. Be mindful of your words. Be mindful of your actions in this energy. So then we have, then I want to talk about this opposition to Uranus, who is still in retrograde in Taurus. Uranus energy is unexpected. It's like, expect the unexpected, because that's what's gonna happen. In some way, shape, or form. This energy can also bring a lot of the impatience and not paying attention. So there could be accidents. There was just an accident down the road from me earlier today, which was a reminder of this energy, which we're already currently in. So be mindful. Unexpected upheaval, unexpected events, and it doesn't have to be something negative. We can also turn it around and use this as a positive. It depends on where you're at in your journey. If you need to release some yucky energies, this is the time to do it. And most likely, most people won't be able to help themselves. I've already come across some people who are really trying to work through these hard feelings and big feelings, big energies internally, and they're like, I don't even know where this came from. Something came around and triggered it, and they're still looking at the surface of what triggered it, and it doesn't make sense. This should not cause this inside, but it did. And you know why? Because whatever the universe is going to use that's going to work for you is going to happen to bring these big energies, these stuck emotions, stuck energies that we keep suppressing and swallowing and holding down. It's like they cannot be contained much longer. And these energies are going to do whatever they need to do to zap you and trigger it into the light of consciousness. So we can find positive ways to release also. And even that theory of like getting your pillow out and punching your pillow, whatever you need to do to safely, and not to dump on others, but to safely release. Unexpected conversations, accidents, like I said, emotional outbursts are common in this energy. And then we have the Scorpio new moon, which will still be in a tight conjunction to Mars and opposing Uranus. This is even bigger energy. Because now we have the moon in Scorpio, the new moon, and the sun, and Mars, and they're opposing Uranus. It can feel very restless, and we're already working our way up to this grand energy in the new moon, which we will also feel a few days after, but we're feeling it now. There's a lot of reckless energies because it's like people don't know what to do with all of this highly charged energy. If you work out, be careful, but definitely do what you need to do to move energies through you. But take it from me, when we get these big upheavals in energy, usually I'm one to like overdo it, and oh my God, I did that the other day, and I woke up this morning and I'm like, my legs, I can't feel my legs, they hurt so bad. So be mindful of what your body's going through also, because on top of all this, we've had a lot of solar, we had a giant CME, and we had a lot of solar weather go down over this week as well. So our bodies are like, what is going on? But we're going to be brought out of this thick, lethargic, tired energy that we were in prior to this. You may already start to be feeling some of this. Charged energy, bringing these stuck emotions to a boiling point, to the surface, and it may just spill over or spew out. Let's bring it to the light of consciousness. It's very, very emotional. All energies and emotions that have kept us stuck, held us back, are rising to the surface in order for us to recognize and to release and free ourselves of this, of that which has lied dormant, has, been a little voice in our head that keeps us stuck in patterns and ways of being that just are not, we don't want to carry that with us forward. There is some supportive energy with this new moon with Mars opposing Neptune. It's in a trine to Neptune, and Neptune is assisting many of us in elevating above the chaos or the mayhem, to seeing the bigger picture, to actually having some pretty big aha moments. And that leads to healing and release. So I did want to mention that as well. But just to be mindful of the energy that we are in and that we are working with into this new moon in Scorpio. So in light of that, I'm going to just do a collective reading really quickly. We're going to start off with Moonology, just to get a short, quick message for us all. And I do want to mention also, thank you to one of my listeners, had an excellent question, and I do want to go deeper into that. In one of the readings, I think it was Leo, it brought up soul contracts. And she was asking, what exactly is a soul contract? And I'm like, oh, that's a great question. I want to go live and talk about this, talk about my experience, the way I perceive a soul contract, my understanding, my experiences of soul contracts. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when, maybe tomorrow I might be doing that. I'll try to do a preview. Sometimes that works for me on YouTube and sometimes it doesn't. It seems like they keep updating things, so it might work this time that I can schedule it ahead of time so that you guys can see the time and date that I'll be going live. So anyway, with all that said, what are the messages for the collective, for this energy, this Scorpio energy with the sun, Mars, Uranus, and even the moon, and any other energies that are affecting us at this time? What is the advice? What are the messages for our highest, greatest good? Thank you. Very interesting. So the first card out that fell on the floor is be bold and make the first move. This is the energy that I was talking about, where we are going to feel more courageous to work through our fears. We are going to have more confidence. So if there is something you need to say or do that is coming up from the depths of you, be bold. Make the first move. Say something. Do something. that you know that you have been wanting or meaning to do, that your soul is like, this is the time. Show the world the real you. Now, this is the energy of the dark night of the soul, of the stripping away, of the false, of the ego, which you're not really going to get rid of the ego, but you're going to see, if you are present and aware and you want to better your life, you're going to see aspects of your ego and other people's egos that you would like to tame. And awareness is the first key, the first step. If you see how your words or your energy or your actions affect others and you don't like that, that's definitely, you know, we always want to take a good look in the mirror. Show the world the real you, though. This is also where all the false masks and the falseness drops away. We are vulnerable. And in Scorpio energy, many people are vulnerable. They're not comfortable showing the real them, but I don't think you're going to be able to help it. The real you is coming out, so embrace it. Show the world the real you. And conclusions are within reach. This is the energy I was talking about of when all of the stuck energy, when all the suppressed emotions, when all of the stuff that's going on inside boils to the surface. It's now in the light of consciousness. Things that you might not have even realized that you desired or what were holding you back or keeping you stuck. This is old belief systems, programming. This is negative self-talk. Anything like that. You're going to see clearly what it is that you want to release, let go of, move away from, start a new chapter of your life. And the bottom of the deck overall, and this is so in alignment, take time to breathe out. There's a lot of energy that's going on throughout the collective, throughout the cosmos. There's a lot of highly charged, volatile energy going on. So the more of us who can really remain calm, remain present, not deny or suppress our emotions, but at the same time, take time to breathe out. Focus on the breath that brings you back to presence. Okay. Brings you back to a state of awareness and consciousness where you're not so much pulled into the stories that the mind brings up with these emotions. See that there are stories that are linked to the emotions. But are the stories true? That's up to you to decide. And do you want to change the story? Should the story change a little bit or a lot? Just write a whole new story? Very transformative. There's Scorpio energy right there, death. Very transformative time to really dive deep and let the old die off. This is a rebirth energy for sure. I had the chills. Death card is Scorpio energy. Transformation. Death of an old way of being. Death of an old way of acting towards yourself, towards others. Prince of Swords. Yep. This new clarity that will arise is also going to start, it's going to begin a need to learn, grow, elevate, and understand about energy, about life in general, not what we have been taught mainstream. Learn about yourself, your patterns, your attachment styles, your wounds, your childhood wounds. There could be therapy involved. But really elevating so that we see things from that bird's eye perspective. From the universe's perspective. Four of Swords. Anything else? Okay. We have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. What are you creating? What reality are you creating for yourself? So and this fell under conclusions are within reach, as things, emotions, energies start to arise, and we don't try to control them. We want to be mindful, but we don't try to shove them down, suppress them. You can try, but it's going to be painful to do so. Once things come to the light of consciousness for each and every one of us. I've had a few aha moments just this week. We're always learning and growing about ourselves and about our journey. But take some time to really contemplate it. Maybe even talk about it with other trusted souls that are in your soul group or family. And most of all, the Fool. This is a new start. The very beginning of the tarot is the Fool. Let me jump into life. Let me trust life wholeheartedly. Vulnerable, excited for a new adventure. Taking a giant leap of faith into the unknown. Because overall, we are creator beings. We are co-creating with the universe. And, I know that people hear this over and over again, but to really get to the depths of how we do that and why we have to go through the purging and the releasing and the letting go, so that we're not recreating the same old story and the same old lessons over and over and over again. 8 of Wands, communication. There's going to be communication there, and the Emperor below that. Some communication may be people trying to be in control or have power over. Be mindful of that as well. There can be some dominating and people wanting to dominate, because when an overinflated ego is also met with this energy and it really rushes through them, and that intense and tense restlessness, that overinflated ego wants to really make sure that it does not get hurt. So it's going to try to take power and control over everyone and everything around them, but in any means possible. So pay attention to this as well. This is human behavior. This is part of the human journey that we want to grow up out of and release and move forward in a new direction, where we are all aware that we are all on our own unique path. We are all healing from the past. We are all evolving, growing, learning. And hopefully one day we can come to more of a unity consciousness. Where are we at? 28 minutes. Let's just get one last message for us all. I really love, I'm going to read, okay, it's calling to me. I'm going to get one final message for us all from the Native Spirit deck. And then we'll wrap this up. And I will come back. I will come back and do a live, and I can't wait to talk about soul contracts. This is one of my passions, because it is also something that I was stuck in. It was a part of my journey that I got stuck for years. And, certain connections can really hold your energy in a certain direction. And even if you're aware of it, it's like, why? And when I finally broke free from it and was able to fully see and understand to a whole nother degree, I'm like, man, this is a topic to talk about. So I will go live, most likely tomorrow. Whenever the universe, okay, the guys are like, whenever I'm called to. What is the final message for us all? Final message for the collective, please. Advice for the collective. Oh, okay. had a feeling we were going to get to, because it's hard right now to gauge. The collective energy is so spread out. This energy is really trying to squeeze us all back together here. Spirit of water and tribal spirit dancer. So we will read Spirit of water first, which always speaks of our emotions. Trust your intuition. Know that you're on the right path. Take time to nurture yourself. Allow your inner child free rein. Believe in your dreams. Don't stifle your emotions. Trust the messages they're giving you. Purify and cleanse yourself and your home. Healing is on its way. Emotional healing energy is expanding within you. It's exactly what I'm talking about too. This actually is healing energy, but it doesn't feel good. If it's stuff that has been suppressed and shoved down, it's like, we did that for a reason. But it is healing, okay? Also, if you don't trust your mind, which you shouldn't really fully trust your mind, trust how your body's reacting and responding. We have a sympathetic nervous system, and it reacts and responds through our body's actions. Even like if we feel restlessness, or we're twitching, or we're hugging ourselves, pay attention to what the body's saying. The body keeps the score, always. It does not lie. Okay. Your native spirit wants you to know the spirit of water invites an emotional richness into your life. Communicate from your heart. Embrace your childlike wonder. This card also represents purification, cleansing, and healing. It reminds you to clean your personal space in your body. It also urges you to accept and embrace your emotions, all of them, even the ones that you don't usually like. Additionally, trust your hunches, push off from the shore of safety, and enter the flow of life. All is well. That's that full card right there. All right, let's read Tribal Spirit Dancer. I don't know if I've ever seen this card. If I have, it's been a while. All right. Here's a great piece of advice for us all. Let go. Say yes to life. Be daring. Dance to your heart's desire. Unfurl your wings and fly. Cast aside conventions and restrictions. Tune into the rhythm of life. Laugh. Explore. Go beyond your predictable behavior. Sometimes life is messy and chaotic, and that's okay. Leave the dishes. Run outside in the sprinklers. Your native spirit wants you to know you're on the planet to be free. You don't always need to meet the expectations of others. You're here to explore, expand, and step into your extraordinary self. Of course, there are times to live an ordinary life, but there are also times to joyously fling your arms to the heavens and dance. Choose life on your terms. Clear out mental and emotional clutter. Move beyond those situations that you have outgrown. Don't accept the rules you have placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. This is your time. Don't delay listening to the rhythm of your heart and following your dreams. Best advice that we could have been given. Best advice. So I thank you all for joining. I thank the guides for joining in, and I hope that this resonates for all of you or is helpful for all of you. And I'm sending you all out so much love, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.